Hi, welcome. It's Mrs. Rush. Welcome to my house. I hope you will love all of my plants that I have here. They are super tall, some are short, some are long, some love attention, some need a lot of care and support, but I hope you can enjoy my plants that I love dearly, and I hope that this video encourages you to actually buy a plant or just enjoy plants when you see them outside in the world. Plants are very helpful for mental health and self-care. They teach you patience, they actually help with air purification, and they're such a great sight to see every single day. Enjoy. Bye. So here we have our peace lily, and if you come closer you'll see that there's some new leaves coming in. And this peace lily has really dark green leaves, and it's a very low maintenance plant. I actually got it from one of my friends, and she needed some help with it, so she decided to give it to me so I could rescue it. Next we have our money tree. So here's a quick story time about the money tree. So in Taiwan, there was a poor man and he needed lots of money in order to survive. So he continued to pray and pray and pray for money. And after a few days, he woke up and he saw this huge tree outside of his house. So he decided to name the tree a money tree. So that's where the money tree gets its name from. So if you come a little closer, you'll see that the money tree is pushing out some new leaves over here. This is a baby leaf right here. And if you look closely, you'll notice that these leaves are lighter than this leaf over here. So next we have one of our new babies. Well, it's actually not a baby anymore. It's a big money tree. So this is our largest money tree, and if you come closer you'll see how thick the trunk is. It has that tree trunk shape, and it goes really high, and then you'll start to see some of the money leaves. So this is the biggest money tree I've ever seen in my whole entire life, and I actually purchased this off of a Facebook marketplace. Okay. Over here on the windowsill we have 3 prayer plants. So these prayer plants are super special. They're fairly new to our home, but I love them so much because of the different variegations on the leaves. So if you come closer you can see the different type of variegation. So this is a new petal leaf that was pushed out, and if you come closer you'll see some brown on the leaf as well, and it actually is very light, but it's unraveling into one of these beautiful leaves here. And if you touch this leaf here, it feels like velvet in a sense. So these brown spots here actually have a velvet feel to them. And right over here we have a new leaf being pushed out as well, and when it unravels it'll look very similar to this leaf here. So this prayer plant is doing very well, and this is our green prayer plant. And over here we have our red prayer plant. Even though it's called a red prayer plant, if you come closer to the leaf you'll actually see that the veins are pink. And when you touch this leaf as well, all of the green parts feel very velvety and soft. And if I were to turn this red prayer plant around, you'll be actually able to see that on the bottom half it's pink, and on the other side it's green and pink. So this is actually a new leaf coming in. Looks like a twirled up piece of paper. And on this end, this red prayer plant has grown so much that this piece here needs to be cut off and propagate it into some water so we can get some new leaves and some new growth coming out as well. So he's getting a little too big for his nursery pot. And here is our other red prayer plant as well. And just take a look at the beautifulness of this plant. A little secret about the red prayer plant and the green prayer plant is that at nighttime, when it's cooler and dark, their leaves actually move. So that's why they're called a prayer plant, because the leaves actually move upward, and it looks like the leaves are actually praying as they put their leaves together to try to remain warm. And I love them because when I first got them, I didn't know that they moved, and I was like, oh my gosh, they just moved. And I'll insert a picture or video of the plants as they adjust to the light and the different temperature. Okay, so I know I spoke about propagation in the other clip about the red prayer plants, but I actually want to show you what I've propagated. My Auntie Paulette, she actually gave me this small plant that had little roots, and she told me that I could submerge it into water and it would grow new roots and push out some new leaves. So if you come closer, you can see, I've had it for a few months now, but you can see this leaf that's fully developed. It's very light and fragile compared to the other leaves because it's fairly new to the family. And right over here, you'll see another new leaf. It looks like it's twirled up, but in a couple of days with the right amount of sunlight, it will be fully developed. And right in the middle here, we have one that's still raveled. It's still twirled up together. And soon, in a few days, it'll actually look just like this leaf right here. Super tall, super green, super shiny. And take a look down here. So there's a lot more growing. You'll see some new roots. That's actually a small baby stem there. This is the mama stem. That's what we started out with. And if you come around here, you'll see there's way more growing. This is our last two plants of our house tour, but these two plants are very special to me and Christopher. So this is Tia, and this is Tamara. They are twins. So we actually bought these two plants at Aldi's one day when we were shopping for groceries, and these are our fiddle fig tree leaves. If you take a look at Tamara, she is hurting really bad right now. So this spot on Tamara could be caused by too much water or too much sun. So I know 100% it's not too much sun because it's been really dark lately, and this tree loves indirect light. So our window is far over there and they're closer to the door so they can get that natural indirect sunlight. So what I'll do in a few more days is I'll actually snip around this darkened area, or I'll just snip the whole entire leaf off, because this leaf is, and this leaf, and this leaf, and this one on the bottom is actually taking away a lot of the nutrients that will cause new leaves to grow. Now, if some leaves dry up or they drop off on their own, that's okay, because that's part of the life cycle. So usually if a new leaf is going to come through, an old one will shrivel up and kind of just fall to the ground or fall on the soil. So there's actually a few There were a few more this morning that I, oh look, and see, this one actually just dropped off. So this one didn't drop off on purpose. I was being very rough with it. So if you see that node right there, that's a pretty healthy node, but I was being too rough with it. So that's a reminder to always be patient and take your time with your plant, because I just lost a new healthy leaf. So we are at the very end of our house plant tour. I hope you enjoyed the plants that you saw. Maybe you'll be able to say, hey, I have this plant at home, or next time you're out shopping about, you'll think of bringing a new plant to your home so you can actually care for them and nurture them. Enjoy. Bye.